3. Here we go. Everybody, we got Bud, a.k.a. James Maxwell. Last time we left off, we talked about the good old times, and we really didn't get into detail with him. And we talked about being a CCDC. That's in Maryland. It's called Cecil Correctional Detention Center in Cecil County, Maryland, in case y'all don't know. And James, say what's up on part 2. Alright. Broke up a little bit on there, but let me see. Yeah, okay. And now,
better now?
yeah, a little bit better now. Alright, now I'm gonna get right into it. How was your childhood? Was it good, bad, or average?
Not everybody that's in my position, I had a mom that used drugs a lot. A dad that worked a lot and wasn't around a lot, so appetite for a little boy, so
right.
When I was old, started using drugs with my mom.
Okay. So you said when you grew up, your mom rolled out on you.
Yeah, I was about 8 years old. My mom was heavy into doing drugs and drinking, and so she got that was with the bullshit like she was. He don't do nothing like that.
Okay.
So he was big fighting all the time. And
cool.
So I was about 8 years old. She met this other guy that was doesn't roll out.
Okay. If it goes in and out, my apologies. Jane, me and Bud can't help that, but we're clearing you here, and you're pretty clear, Bud. And all right, what was your first? How old were you when you first troubled with the law?
I was 12 years old.
Same age as me.
Gilliam, shout out, Cody. What's up, boy? Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Everybody hearing it, man. All your own boys and shit from Maryland, they're all watching this shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? So you were 12. What'd you do?
Good idea. Go down Rosa Pines and steal a golf cart. Play. Crash up derby riding around with the golf cart. We wrecked it, of course. Little boys.
Kid shit. Yeah.
And we gonna get 2 of them. You know what I mean? Yeah. We have over the course of the day, wrecking them all, and Dad had to pay for all that stuff. You know what I mean? So they found out who it was and put on us, and we went down.
Okay. Now, in your opinion, why do you think you keep offending, breaking the law, like continue to live that life? Do you think you're institutionalized in a way? From, because Kenny answered, his answer was, from the system, there's no reform, there's no teaching, there's no college, so you learn worse shit in jail.
Nothing, yeah. I would come out a worse person mentally than I went out, man. Absolutely no. The place I've ever had the rehabilitation was I did an 8.5 in 2019, and that really helped, man. It forced me to take a look at, like an honest look at my life and some pretty hard questions about why I ended up where I was,
Right.
That's the only thing I ever did. That was only 6 months out of 15 years I've been locked up,
Right. Okay, next question. How do you do your time? I know, well, we talked before, we worked out and stuff like that, but how do you usually do your time in jail? What do you do? Read books? Yeah, I know you know.
Yeah, you was with me, You know
yeah.
what I do? I read books, I definitely, work out, watch a little bit of TV here and there.
Right.
I've been, on this tier I'm on now, man, and the other tier, we started a prayer circle, getting guys trying to think about the positive stuff instead of always in the negative. So it comes down to the pressure's on us to do what we got to do to better ourselves, because the system ain't working. It's broken, bro.
Yes, and
so if we're gonna find some fixes, we're gonna have to figure it out our own self.
Absolutely, and the same thing with probation and parole. Like any violations in the past, like why and what reasons were you violated? Like just off your head of cases, like was it your fault or is there dickhead POs and shit like that?
Nah, most of it's been my fault. I mean, I've used the cop out saying it's this and that and stuff.
Yes.
But it comes down to me like rebelling against the system
yes.
and not making smart choices, getting with this girl or hanging out with these people I shouldn't be hanging out with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I make my own decisions, bro, and I just
exactly. Same thing.
Be a way to,
Same thing Kenny said, man. You can't blame it on childhood. You can't blame you do what you do, man, and you take real men take responsibility for the shit. You feel me?
Yes.
And
I went through spurts in my life where I like to point the finger and blame everybody, but
I did too.
You take an honest look. It's my fault.
I did too, man. Fuck the system. Fuck the system. Fuck that judge. Fuck that bitch. She's to blame to put me in jail. Then when you sit for like 6 months, you're like, I shouldn't have did that. I was a dickhead. I could have prevented that. You know what I mean?
Well, it's a pill to swallow, bro. It takes time to accept that.
You're fucking right, it does.
At first, you want to blame somebody else. You got to, because it don't feel right.
At first, the first couple months, you got to blame, man, because at first, you're not like, it relieves some stress off of you a little bit when you first go in.
Yeah.
Because you're full of anger.
You took all that on your shoulders at one time, bro, you crumble.
You're a mad motherfucker.
You take that in pieces.
Yeah, you're a mad motherfucker once you get in there, especially facing some time. And straight up, do you think you're institutionalized? Yes or no?
Yes, I do, man.
Okay.
I've been in a way too long it's such a culture shock coming, because like I said, there's no leading up to this. They just shove you out there, $50, have a nice day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's a culture shock when I'm used to everything ran for me. Meal times, pill call, this and that, and everything's structured. And then I come out and all this pressure's on me to get a job, get everything. I want everything back so fast. I need to get my license. I need to get this. I need to fix my relationship with my kids. I need to fix my relationship with my family. And it's just, man, you just drowned in all that. And so it would definitely help to get some help with that.
Same thing with Brother Kenny said, and the same thing what I said. I only have 11 and a half years total of my life, 3 here, 1 there, 2 there, another year there, back and forth. You know what I mean? Letdowns and shit like that. But, I broke the cycle so far, so good, 7 years, you know what I mean? But you can always break that, just like it.
I'm proud of you, bro.
Thank you, bro. That was so hard for me.
I mean, it's hard, bro.
That was so hard, you know what I mean? And, we were cellies for a long time. We shared a lot of shit. And other interviews will share a lot of what we talked about and what we did and shit and more, the good times we had and shit like that. Try to make good times we can. But I wanted to ask you, the jail you're at now, is it better than CCDC?
No, hell no.
Really?
No.
Really?
I mean, look at this tier, bro.
Oh my God, that's the tier? I thought that was like the visiting center. Wow.
No, this is the tier, bro.
I thought that was like the phone area. That's the whole tier.
This is the max tier.
Woo!
There's only 5 cells. Everything leaks. Water all over the place all the time. Mold in the shower.
One small ass TV. You ain't got that big joint, that loud motherfucker like CCDC.
Ants all over the place. You can't keep everything clean enough to keep the ants away. Hot as I don't even know what. You know what I mean?
Cameras everywhere too.
Yeah.
Watching you.
Yeah. I mean, you can see it up there.
Yeah.
Over there.
And any hidden spots where people get down?
Well, you already know. Look.
Okay. There's always hidden spots.
All you gotta do is step in there.
There you go.
No privacy. You just gotta use the bathroom with the door open.
You ain't got no shitters in your cell.
No, there is.
Oh, okay.
It's in there, but there's no way to. If they come and see you with the sheet up, they rip it down.
Yeah, disrespectful. Now, number 8. Do you think after all this is over, you said you got 40. After all, you got 40 suspended after 20, and you're facing 11 and a half years in Cecil County, right?
In Cecil.
Now, you think that'll run concurrent? Me and Kenny are hoping it runs concurrent.
I'm praying it does. I mean, it's up to the judge, though. The judge put me in for a hearing on October 29th. I thought it was the 29th. He went around the probation officer there, because the probation officer was not willing to sentence me first there. I took a deal out here. They're going to sentence me first in Cecil. That way it could be possibly ran concurrent.
Yeah.
The probation officer wants it ran consecutive. She wants to give me the 20 out here and then consecutive.
Right.
So
that's good.
But the judge went around her and filed a hearing. I mean, allowed the motion to hear the arguments on both sides, so that way we can try to get it just 20 total.
Let's hope you get William, the black judge that just got in there. Remember he was a lawyer? The plea lawyer?
Oh, yeah, the public defender,
Yeah.
I think what is it, Davis?
William Davis, my boy, man.
Yes,
if I ever went to CCDC, I want him because I only own McGrand. He probably don't remember that, but man, I know he'll give me a slap on the fucking hand because I'm Facebook friends with his ass. I might put a good word in.
I haven't been around CISO in a while, but I believe that I'm going in front of Judge Call.
Okay.
That was the sentencing judge in the original case.
Yeah, because
I don't know.
A lot of judges retired since then. Fucking Waylon was cool as fuck. Waylon let me go to Florida, wipe my slate clean for Maryland, so I could be this way now. And another one.
Some of the judges, I'm sure, have people in their family that struggle from addiction. You know, so
yeah.
They see the parts of it that some of them don't see. You know, so
yeah.
They just look it down and debasing you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Degrading you. Some of them have mercy and sympathy.
Absolutely.
The struggle, man.
Absolutely. Now, number 9. Now after this is a long little bid here. This is your longest bid. I mean, because when I was cellmates with you at 5 years, and that was long. And I believe you ran a couple of years up on that too, or something, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Yeah, some more charges.
Yeah, because I know
the cops want to put their hands on me.
Yeah, but they can't. That's violation. They can't do that. But number 9, what will you do when you finally get out? And plans like, are you done? Are you gonna? Do you think you're done in your mind this time? Like this is it?
Well, you know how it goes. I mean,
yeah, I know. Because you're going to be hitting. You'll be close.
I am or not. I believe that I've had enough, man. So I'd like to get another drug program, like maybe 10 years down the road.
Yeah.
And get, because that really did set me up for success. It's the first time I've ever given the NAAA program a decent shot. Like I never spoke in a program before, and so when I went this time, I was talking. I had a sponsor working the steps, and it really was a big help.
Right.
Like I told you, I reaced out to my drug classes to try to get into rehab right before I got here. And it just unfortunately with the COVID pandemic, it just wasn't available.
Yeah, so you did try all the resources possible and all that, and it was just and COVID makes shit worse, and that you're in the back of the line, and and plus
this was an unheard of thing, like they didn't have like a plan in place. This was just thrown at the world, and we had to deal with it.
Yeah, and in another part, we got about 1 minute left. Next part. Now you said you could probably call me on your dad's thing. I mean, I'll put another 10 in a few more days on here, and like 2 more days.
He should be doing it tomorrow.
Because you're getting big views, brother. I mean, people are fucking and all. That's just from sharing on Facebook and Instagram, and Kevin sharing. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate the love, man.
And that ain't even that's local. That's not even from YouTube, the world. But we'll talk about educating the kids, and jail ain't fun and shit like that. But with 30 seconds left. Any family members, friends you ain't heard from in a long time? Because there's a lot of people. I want you to shout them out in 25 seconds.
All right. Well, I'm gonna shout out Cody Gilliam.
Okay.
I'm gonna shout out all the real dudes out in Cecil County. Knuckles, Kevin, little John. You know what I mean? All the dudes I ain't seen in a minute that are out there doing well, man. If you listen to me, man, keep up the good fight, man. I mean, do what you gotta do. Don't come back, man. You don't want to be here.
And I'm gonna post this tomorrow. Because it takes editing. Right.
All
right, baby. Peace. Love you, man. All right, that was a great interview, man. We got a lot of questions on that time. That's part 2. Really part 1 of questioning, but part 2 of Bud, a.k.a. James Maxwell. Share to many more people you can to spread this out. This tri-state area movement. Delaware, Maryland, Jersey, PA. We'll start off with that, then go after the rest of the United States. Prison reform, prison conditions. Let's go. Life after lock. Damn, baby.